Hey, thanks for watching The Truth with Andrew Washington and Frank Carrera. He's actually here.
I am.
What's up, man?
Nothing, man. I got a couple of really good announcements tonight.
That's cool. One of them announcements should be answering my goddamn phone call.
No shop. Here we go.
I just want to say that, because everyone thinks that we talk so much. Like, even I said something to Michelle Astor when I came here on a Friday night. By the way, you guys that want to come to an open mic, come down here, Paradise Studios, Friday night. They have a trivia night, they have karaoke, and then they got people like me that walk in and, think they're funny.
That was good. I saw it.
It was all right. I work on some new material. I work on new stuff.
We're gonna broaden your horizons a little bit more later on.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Wait till you see what I got in store.
So let me tell you a little bit about what I did this past week. I'm always doing something, but the other day, Friday night, I came here at Paradise Studios for the open mic. And then I went to Amityville Music Hall to see my buddy, Angelic, Danny Rivera, perform. He was the headliner for that showcase. Let me tell you, the energy this guy has on stage is unreal.
Danny's crazy.
Well, you just look at him. Just around here, he can't bounce. He's bouncing
I know Danny a long time. I was actually his union rep, too, man. You talk about...
I thought I was all fidgety. That dude just makes me sit down and sit still.
He makes you look calm, bro.
Yeah, man. But listen... We did something that I have never seen before. I have never heard anybody talk about it. This wasn't something we planned. It was just something he said, yo, let's do this. I'm going to freestyle while you do magic. And I was like, that was completely different.
Cool.
I went up on stage and I just started doing my magic. No words, just motions, expressions. And Danny was freestyling to what I was doing. And the people were feeling it. They were like I could hear them gasp over his music. It was like, wow. So, Danny Rivera is out again tonight. Guess what I'm doing after the show tonight? We are heading out. We're going to do it again. By the way, Angelic is our guest tonight, and we're going to talk to him shortly, and we're going to play some of his music because I like his music because he gives a positive message.
Yep. Absolutely.
And
he's always been an advocate for bullying and everything else. Not only is he does an actor, he's a musician. He does it all.
That's what I like about this is that it's still hip hop. It's still hip hop. It still gets you moving. But he's talking about stop the nonsense. He's got the anti-bullying song, and then he has a song about people killing each other, taking them out. Get rid of the guns. But then he's got his stuff that needs to be played to get on the radio as well. So I'm looking forward to a good night tonight. Not only talking to him here, but hanging out with him afterwards, hopping on stage and seeing what we can do. What's going on with you, Mr. Actor?
Nothing, man. Been busy. We finished up. We haven't finished up Lester Vaughn. We were going to finish it, but Thomas Robinson, who's going to be on after Danny, is going to add a couple more scenes.
That's cool.
Also, I have an announcement to make, but I'll wait till he comes on.
You have an announcement?
I do have an announcement, yes.
I have. I can't really. Maybe I have an announcement,
okay.
too.
I got a good announcement.
All right.
Going to blow some people's minds.
You got a good announcement. I got two good announcements.
All right. Well, it's going to blow some people's minds. You going to surprise me now or you want to do it later?
I'm going to tell you now.
All right, let's hear it.
So you know how we've been struggling a little bit to get a sponsorship? We secured one.
Oh, that's, that I knew.
Yeah, we secured one.
I helped you procure that, yeah.
It's an announcement for that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, so we secured a sponsor that's going to start with us September 1st. And today I've been diligently talking to one of my friends there who runs another establishment. And we're 95% secured with another sponsor. So
I have to say, when I talked to our first sponsor, I let that person know she wanted to know what we were looking to do. And I told her about the community we came from and how we grew up with nothing, but, listen, we turned out good. We want to give back to Central Islip. We want to do things around the holidays, and we want to get into the school systems and let kids know. And this is how I put it to her. Your situation right now is not your destination.
Yes, I love when you say that because it's accurate.
We have a lot we want to do. It's just you need the
we need help.
escrow to do it.
So now that I'm not treading water, I can publicly say, and Frank knows this for sure, I was toying with shutting it down.
Yeah, we were. We definitely.
No more truth with Andrew Washington and Frank Carrera. Frank's mentioned, he's like, yo, but what if we just have to take a break? And I said, honestly, like I know that if we take a break, that means the end. I didn't want that to happen.
No, I didn't want to. Listen, we love what we do, and I think you can see every week we're out here, the banter, and we love putting on a show for everybody, and we really do try very hard to put on a good show every week.
Yes.
We don't try to we try not to have the same guest all the time. We try to mix it up. We try to have interesting guests. I mean, we had a beauty pageant queen.
Yeah.
And then we had a TikToker, Andrew Monzingo. I mean, we try to really mix it up. We've had Chris Cerrone from Goodfellas. We've had John Fiore. We've had
we had K Solo on.
K Solo and
who I found out Danny's favorite rapper is K Solo. Oh my Lord. We're gonna have to put them in touch with each other.
Yeah, absolutely. So it was good that we were both kind of I reached out to this person first. I kind of explained to this person what we were looking to do, and then they reached out to Andrew, and Andrew spoke. And luckily, thank God, we
and
we can continue to come to you every week, and we really look forward to it. We enjoy it. It's
So we can give a shout out to the Godmother agent. That is not who's going to be sponsoring our show, but I do want to give a big shout out to Liz Coppola. Thank you very much. She's given us she's given us a lot of information.
Absolutely, she's
to help
given me a ton of stuff. I was on.
We haven't had a chance to talk about it yet.
She was getting ready. Actually, the day I spoke to her, she was getting ready to travel, and she was like, I don't have a lot of time, but I'm gonna, this is what you guys need to do. She was very to the point.
Yeah.
And I told her what we were looking to do, and how much more we were looking to do in the community and
she
stuff.
She gave me 75 minutes on it.
No, she was awesome,
So,
and thank you, Liz, very much. We really appreciate you and all your help.
So and there's more coming. With my situation, I'm getting into this comedy. I have coming up tomorrow night is Eastville Comedy Show. It's in Brooklyn, New York. Tickets are almost sold out. So if you're interested, if you're in the area, get your tickets tonight. I don't want you to miss the opportunity.
Meet the goat. Are they meeting you? Is that
no, that's not it. I'm not even going to put myself. I can't even mention that. I don't even like to mention that. The name of it, because I'm nowhere in that category. I don't think I am.
One day you will be.
But I understand that one.
You will be one day.
I am one day. So with this comedy thing, I did this, and I've come up with different opportunities. People are reaching out to me. He's like, here, this is an invited thing, but here. So I submitted yesterday an application to be continued to the next step to audition for the new Kings and Queens of Comedy tour. So I am going at this full blast. I was very happy to be asked to do this, and I just of course I feel that I can't get there, but that's one step at a time. So the first step I'm taking is tomorrow night, Eastville Comedy Club in Brooklyn, New York, and then I'm entered into my first comedy contest, which is going to be August 13th, Saturday, 3:30 p.m. And this is at the Broadway Comedy Club in Manhattan.
Awesome.
It's a very big comedy club.
Who's on that bill with you?
I have no idea. And I don't want to know. And it is foolish me. You think the antics on stage are crazy. Wait till you see me turn it up for a competition. I'm going in with no other thought than coming out with the first prize. I'll say that again. The first place prize.
It's easy for you to say.
And then after that, the big show, I'm asking everybody to come out. This is like a home game for me. We're talking about not too far from even where Frank lives, not too far from where I grew up.
I can throw a rock at it.
And this is August 19th, McGuire's Comedy Club, Bohemia. Please show your face.
Oh, there's my boy Johnny Butera up top.
Johnny, he headlined the last show that I did there, and it was absolutely hilarious.
Johnny's good people, man.
He is very funny. He's a good dude. As soon as he found out that we didn't have certain people in our circle, he was all on board with helping me get whatever I wanted to get out.
We mended some fences as well. So Johnny's a good guy.
So that's really cool. So that's what it is. And for those who got an advanced calendar, October 24th, I'm in Modesto, California. Yo, I'm getting booked outside already.
That was our buddies, right?
Oh, yeah. Jim Meyer, thank you. Mr. Campbell, thank you.
Two good guys.
Two good guys.
Jim Meyer hooked me up with a potential guest that's going to blow some minds if we can pull this off.
They stuck to their word. He said, listen, I have a guy. You want to get out of here? I have a guy. And he gave me his name. And the next day, I was in contact with the guy. 3 days later, I was booked in California.
I had a conference call with Jim Meyer and William Campbell. I'm telling you, two of the nicest guys in the world.
Really, really
You know,
nice.
the thing before our show, we talked for about 20 minutes because they were kind of had stuff to do. And it was awesome. I wish we could have made it to the premiere of their movie.
Oh, that would have been great.
It would have been awesome. Hopefully,
they
now
didn't
next
fly
year,
us out.
Next year, if we have a little money, we can do stuff
get
like
there.
that. You know,
So
do remotely.
I think that's enough for us. Hey, you got anything else?
One more thing before we go to
ahead.
commercial. My little guy Salvatore, who's watching, he's having a bad day today, so I just wanted to tell him I love him, and I'll see you when I get home, buddy.
Sal, smile, buddy. Papa's coming home soon.
That's right.
We're going to take a commercial break right now. We're going to come back with the energetic Danny
I have to
Rivera.
glue him to the seat.
Oh, we're going to see how this goes.
We'll be back.
He's gonna freak out. I can see your hand. No. Alright, it didn't work this time. A little bit of wine is all made it down. Let me see that hand. She's freaked out. She's freaked out. She's like, okay, no. The closer the can is double.
And we are back with the man right here they call energetic, Danny Rivera. What's up?
What's up, boys?
Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, man.
Danny, well, I'm just going to get right off to the first. Love your music. Love with the message that you sent through it. And the one thing that I'm still stuck on is what we did Friday night. That was pretty cool, man.
Dude, I was with Althea, and I'm sitting there, and we're trying to go through the tape to see if it's like flying out of this, flying out of this. I'm like, I can't even find this damn
He shows me this shit all the time, and I still can't figure out how he does. Like, he'll try his new tricks out on me. I'm like, how'd you do that?
Dude, it's just insane, and all of a sudden right there, you're like,
Yeah,
it is,
it's
bro.
like you making that music like that.
oh, no, I can't do that. I can't do.
You make magic with your lyrics.
Half of the time, I don't even know what I'm doing. I was watching you up on stage, and all of a sudden, when I came out, I'm like, in the bubble?
The Bubble's one of my
I was
favorites.
like,
All right, so you're ready because we're going to link up again tonight. We're going to do a little something tonight again. But now you're at least ready for it.
Yeah.
Now you're ready for it because you've seen it already. But it's still going to get you. I got to tell you.
oh no, I'm going to be like,
I
up on stage just shocked, like, well, what's going on here? Like, how does he do this? And I'm going to be spitting the verse, still spitting the verse, thinking in my brain, like, what the hell am I doing on here?
Well, not only is Danny a friend of mine, he's also part of the Strong Island family.
Mm-hmm.
Danny's got a show here. It's at Sunday nights. It's called Q&A.
DNA.
DNA. Danny and Althea.
Althea.
Althea. I got to get that right.
No,
You
it's
know,
all good.
I don't know. I'm slow. Everybody knows it.
She always says, I'll see you later. I'll see you later.
Althea later.
That's
okay.
how you remember it.
Right.
Yeah.
Is she coming out tonight?
No, she's actually going to be
Well, tell her
relaxing.
Althea later.
Maybe I could pull a trick on my sleeve and bring her out like you do.
Yeah. So Danny, you have your music, but like I said before, behind your music comes a message. And you have an anti-bullying campaign that you not only started, but you took to Washington, D.C., and you made noise, and you got backing, sponsorship pretty much by the White House.
And you were at the UN,
and
too.
the UN.
Amazing.
Tell us a little bit about that.
The women's guilt was dope because there was a woman named Susanna, and she brought me in there. And my first time going to see United Nations, they made me rap in front of mumps. No, that's not even funny. I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I get in there, and there's a bunch of people sitting in the seat, and they're like this. Nobody's moving, saying a damn word. Everybody has a turban, the orange turban, and just sitting there like this.
And you had
The
the
music
rap.
goes on.
Yeah,
I'm like,
bump
for all you kids Instagramming and talking about the grill.
Nothing. Wow.
I'm like, yo, when I was done, I'm like, they fucking hate me. All of a sudden, this is done. The whole fucking stance goes up. Ah, this was amazing. And you're like,
Wow.
I'm looking at Susanna, I'm like, I can't
Yeah,
do
so,
this.
so like I know for me, like I get energy off the crowd. How well, you start with energy.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I like to intimidate.
Yeah,
yeah, the crowd.
He gets the crowd going.
Yeah, not that time.
I like, oh, that, no, I'm talking about with the months afterwards. They went insane. One guy grabs me and goes, your energy is amazing. I'm like, yo, I gotta get out of here. Like, I mean, it's insane. I run outside, they interview me like, well, yeah, great job, you know, what you did right there for the blah, 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 and stands for the United Nations. I'm like, what the fuck did I do? Like, they didn't go, yeah, they went. Afterwards, everybody was cheering and everyone went up, and I'm like, did I just do a good job?
I remember that because there was a lot of people there, man. I remember you did the live stream and there was a ton of people.
When I killed it, it was
bro.
insane, but they're so trained, so they can't say nothing to months of it.
So what else were you doing with this campaign that you got going?
I push it to the schools. I push it to basically, my favorite thing is the schools, and then trying to do projects even with the legislators, like music projects and stuff, and teaching the kids how to write music. Because when I was younger, and we were made fun of when we were younger, we used to write records for that. And it brought out more passion, and it helped us. So I'm like, My thing is, when I started anti-bullying, I hated labeling. Same as when you're locked up and then you come home, you get that F and you get that M and it stays on you forever.
Right.
It's an imprint. Same as being a bully. Same as being a victim. If we keep imprinting them in their mindset, what are they going to be? Wild animals. One's going to feel like he's always a victim. One ain't never going to grow up. I'm like, man, get rid of all that. They're like, well, how can we get rid of all that? Take out the psyche. Make the psyche different. Make them realize everybody's equal. Everybody's the same on the same lane. And it worked.
That's
You would go to the schools, you would teach them, you make the kids feel more educated and understanding each other. You would sit down with the bully, figure out. Most of the time, they had issues at the house.
That's what I was going to say. A lot of that starts at home, man, you know?
That's the base.
And that's
That's
their
the
way.
base.
That's when they act out like that. That's their way.
Teachers are the second. Your parents are the first, teachers are the second. When a kid doesn't, and I realized this for a long time, when he doesn't connect with the teachers, that's when everything goes haywire.
Yeah.
And that's when you
Because
see...
they lose interest now.
Exactly.
And now they have to find something to do or keep their attention. And, you know, now they can't learn. So now they're going to pick on you, who's learning. And ultimately, they're mad at you because they can't learn the way you are.
Now, do you find, like, do you go to, like, the elementary schools? Do you try to catch them at younger ages to try to...
You know what is weird, man? From high school to middle schools to elementary schools to kindergarten, same thing. You get to say, everyone's like, oh yeah, you know, they learn, they're like sponges. The kid wants to learn, the kid wants to learn. The kid don't want to learn, he don't want
It
to learn.
doesn't matter what age
No.
or what grade.
No, that's why everyone's like, how do you have such a different mindset? And I said, the other side of the coin, you always got to flip it because there's always something on the other side, like even statistics. I get mad. One guy I remember years ago, then it was 2014, he tried to come after me with statistics. And I said, can you come back to me with the same statistic and the same number in 2015? Just shut him up. I said, because what happens? Statistics change. Y'all make statistics. You guys don't, oh, well, you know, but you guys only do it through certain percentages. You don't go through the whole margin. That's how I broke it down to him, and he was just like, damn. You know, I never thought about that. I'm like, common sense. You know, you ever realize
Yeah, no, it's
the
true.
most people with the common sense are the ones that make it farther in life? But the people that try to be more book smart are the ones that curve and really crash because they believe that even the path that they go, that this is going to win, but it doesn't win. But when you start realizing that somebody has common sense and it's just right there in front of your faces and you just give them the result right there, it's done.
Well, you mentioned common sense, and that's the big thing I go by. I say it all the time. common sense is lacking now.
Yeah, absolutely.
In America,
Oh, you're telling me.
it's like a lost art. It's gone.
Yeah, I mean, just because you have a master's degree don't mean they're any smarter than you, me, or him.
Dude, I met people with PhDs that was dumb as rocks.
Right.
Yeah, no, I find that the higher the education you have, the less common sense, because now you're trying to think as in the book,
Right.
instead of thinking outside.
I'm gonna get yelled at for this, but I always felt like college was a pyramid scheme.
You're not going to get yelled at by me because.
And I'm gonna tell you why is because you look at college, right? The guy who made college didn't even go to college. So I was like, first off, so they go, yo, the guy who made college didn't even go to college. So I'm looking at them like, this motherfucker hustled everybody. So he didn't even go to college. So how the hell you?
That idea grew into a message. The message took on a greater meaning.
How they judge. Now, I didn't complete college. I went for a year. I didn't complete college. But I have more knowledge in some of the things that I do than some of these people who did go to school. But yet, these people who went to school, like, there's a lot of value put on college. And just because I didn't go to school, because I didn't have the money to go to school, doesn't mean I can't do that job better than they can.
No, absolutely not. You know what's a perfect example too? I mean, to cut you off, but like, I graduated high school, but I had a job where I was negotiating contracts for, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I didn't need a degree to know that. I knew what I needed to do to help my employees out, to get them the best deals they could get. So you're right. You don't need college.
And the youth nowadays is lacking so bad on the mindset. I laugh. I go to these places and the girls are like, let me shake it. I'm like, you don't believe in women empowerment no more?
No.
You don't believe in empowering your people anymore? That's why when I go to these places, I start talking on that mic and I watch the crowd and they're just starving for somebody new to come up like a leader. Because I was watching, he ain't my favorite rapper, but he's all right, Lil Wayne. He was like, years ago they came up with something called concepts. Concepts used to take people farther. Like, you would be like, hey, make a song about human rights, and that's all we would write about was human rights. They don't have concepts anymore. All these people are coming out with so much music, but they don't have anything to push it. Like, my friend, shout out to Voice Watkins, one of the dopest producers, one of my closest friends. He, me and him were breaking everything down, and he was like, yo, the reason why I like your music is because it has the concept and you know how to run with the concept. Like, I want to make laws. I want to make something that's going to stick. I don't want to keep being this person that everybody's watching that's just going around saying, we need a change. You don't make a change, just keep saying you're going to make a change. You make a change through litigation. You make a change through when you see a law that you don't like and you sit down with your senator. It's going to take a while. It may take 3 or 4 or 5 years, whatever, because you got to go from different chambers up, different organizations too, but it will make a change in the end. Like, Black Lives Matters, to me, I'm going to break it down. It was cool, but it was kind of like a fad to me.
Okay.
They weren't happy when I was saying that because, I know the leaders. If you felt that type of way, you could have made a difference. You know what I mean? We didn't have to burn places, had to do all that. The mindset was the people that wanted us to reacted. And they were happy that we reacted as people. Because honest to God, I don't feel like there's any man that you should judge unless the man is a messed up individual, and we have that in every race. That's what I tell everyone. I have that in every race. I don't care. Whatever color he is. I was brought up that if you're a piece of crap, you're a piece of crap.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. So on that note, the anti-bullying was me saying, damn it, now, and I was saying this on my show, I had to step up. I'm tired of watching these kids dying. I'm tired of watching all these people lying. The game is not how people be told the game is. What you think? All the rappers, everybody sits there and shoots each other like this. Everybody's just sitting there dancing like this in the club. Bro, everybody that you see goes home, goes to an office, has a normal job, sits there and do it. They're just lying. Why can't somebody be like happy to say, hey, I'm a father. Hey, I have a woman. I have a ring on. Hey, I do. Why the hell does our culture always have to brag about being the most stupidest individuals running around?
Preach, brother.
Running around. No, I want to know. Like, I get mad because when I go to these clubs and I see these dudes and I'm like, why are you wasting your talent like that? Brother, you could be saying something beautiful instead of this. This is just something that they're going to hear from 18 to 25. Come on, the 30-year-olds, you want to be clicking there and hear that?
Right. No.
You shut that off because
new music is gone. New rap music is garbage.
You can't hate on the youth. this is my other side too. You can't hate on the youth because that's coming out of their souls, they feel. Like I had a good talk with the young guys who were performing with, and they were like, you know, I said, I can't hate on you because years ago they did the same to us. But it was different with us because we had something called boundaries and rules. The rule was, you're not going to go and say something that never happened to you. Because one, you would be laughed at,
Right.
you would be shunned, and nobody would want to listen to you anymore.
Right.
There's so much of a flood that nobody even can sort out what's real. I like when an artist has a background story to his life. When I find that out, his music becomes more potent to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so peace and love. I was like, yo, man, I got to step up. I went to a meeting out here, and I watched all the people who I helped and raised, and I was like, I got on that mic, I said, I'm ashamed of all you. And they were like, I said, because you guys are not leaders. You guys are following the trend. This is what we were trying to break. What are you guys doing? He said, nothing. Everyone stood quiet because they can't say nothing to me. You can't say somebody that broke every accolade, destroyed everything in God's name. When I had that, nobody was doing anything wrong. Everything was at the lowest point. Nobody wanted to argue, nothing, because they knew the consequences were going to come after them. The other dudes are sitting there like this. This our leaders. When I went to that meeting and they saw me, it looked like a ghost came back. When I grabbed that mic, you know what I told them? I said, y'all can be sharks in here, but I'm the megalodon. I said, I'm back.
As you can see, Danny's passionate with what he does, and he believes in what he does, and this comes out in his music. And we have Peace that we're going to play for you right now.
Anti-bullying, baby. Shout everybody out. Much love. Royce Watkins. And shout out to my crazy wife, Althea. I know you're watching this, baby.
Enough of being bullied, that idea grew into a message. The message took on a greater meaning and led to the co-creation of the anti-bullying organization, Asking Myself Association, fully supporting his design.
I haven't seen one leader step up in this island.
They saying that they capping, you spell it backwards means pop. Culture just gives since God shot. Now I
You're special ed.
your fans. Talk about how you
resonated
want
throughout
it,
Long
come
Island.
again. I told the kids stop bullying, stop killing each other but slow. Start acting like everybody's your up on the low. Where we gotta get to is that level, we need peace. Instead of watching what our young does to cease. They don't really listen because they scared of what the streets. But I don't give a damn because my army is complete. I told them I got an army of 20,000, bro. If you wanna go, we can go anytime, yo. And I don't not scared anymore of you, cause I've been decades ahead of you. So stop with the bullying, let them kids go. Stop with the bullying, let their souls go. Stop with the bullying, let them kids go. Let them kids go, let them kids go. I wanna be seeing them be doctors, or even shots. Stop trying to act like everybody is gangsta rock. We don't really want leaders, no. They lying slow.
Good. You got a good game. That's cute. Let's do some.
Watching the youth all in deceased, and I keep screaming this shit out to the streets. Stop bullying, stop killing each other, stop murdering our young. Why can't we all just be in peace, son? Before it happens, because I've seen people who I try to talk to in peers actually get locked up for doing the same thing, bullying, violence. You know what, you got to think before you do something because your actions speak louder than words.
And that was our special guest, Angelic. Nice job,
thank y'all,
man.
Thank
Again,
y'all.
I love the message. I appreciate you coming down. I'm going to watch you tonight, tear it up again. I'll be right there with you. Angelic, everybody. Thank you for coming. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back with our next guest. And Frank's got to tell you about something.
Back with Mr. Thomas Robinson, and then we have a little announcement, too.
We'll be back after this.
The Suki and Scott Show.
This is one of the funnest shows I've ever done.
Lady, when you're with me, I'm smiling.
It's musical, it's magical.
This is a sexy show.
Someone's getting some action.
Now, these larger-than-life personalities are on an exciting new journey. The Suki and Scott Show is your one-stop destination for humor,
You like De Niro and Kate Pierce. Counselor!
entertainment,
Jesse's girl.
Wonderful!
Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
and optimism.
You guys have such amazing energy.
Let's laugh together.
I love you.
The Suki and Scott Show.
There's courage, there's tenacity, and then there's luck. So I'm gonna just hold these right here. I'm gonna reach in, I'm gonna take one coin, right? Okay. And I'm gonna say, I just have these two on, but watch this. So that actually went away. So when you frisk me, you better do a good goddamn job. Because I'll be flipping shit all over. He's still looking. So it's gone. It's gone. That's why I wear short sleeves. They're like, yo, it's up your sleeve. No, it's not.
Make sense?
Hey, we're back. That was Danny Rivera, and all here's energetic excitement. He's really out for a positive message, man.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We have, go ahead, Frank.
The man, the myth, no, Mr. Thomas Robinson.
Thomas Robinson, yes.
Welcome back.
Thank you for coming
Good to
down.
be back.
Thank you for coming down.
So Thomas is the writer and creator of Lester Vaughn, which I'm honored to play a role of Special Agent Frank Scavarellian. We did some shooting, but actually you got some more you want to do? We're gonna.
Yeah, I've lengthened the short.
Yeah, I thought you guys were done.
No, I mean, you know what? I looked at the footage. It's really good, but you know, at the time when I first started doing this, I didn't have the talent that I have now. People on board, you know, so they can contribute more.
Yeah.
So I wrote more, you know, get some more flavor in there. So it's about 10, 15 minutes longer
That's
than
cool.
I wanted to do.
How long in the movie world, how long does 10 to 15 minutes take you to, like, from shooting to editing to...
I'm going to say 3 months, the way I shoot, the scheduling.
Yeah.
You know, because they're doing it for free.
Right.
So we got to shoot when everybody's available.
Right.
It's different. It was paying everybody, you know, they show up.
And
9
I
o'clock
did
in the
hear
morning.
some things, you know, because, you know, when Frank likes somebody, he talks about him. I went on a shoot, and I sat there for a little while and ended up walking out because the organization wasn't there, and the whole time it was bickering between the producer and director as to what they were going to do. So I ended up walking out. Frank says that you, as soon as you get there, you know what you want to do.
Absolutely.
You have a plan.
Yes.
You don't waste no time.
No, that's what we do. We get there, we run lines. I ran it with Barbara.
I like that.
And Courtney, we ran some lines. We got it down. We got the mannerisms down. I asked him, you know, listen, should I be doing this? He actually let me improvise a little bit at the end, which was awesome. And it's boom, boom, boom. There's none of this bullshit. You know, I know, you know, he conveys to us what he wants, you know, and how he wants it done, and it's done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's you know, 3 hours? I mean, you know.
Haven't you been asked to be on a set at like 7 in the morning, but actually didn't get to
I've been
film
on.
your
I think I
scene?
told him that I was on a set one time at 7 in the morning, and my scene didn't shoot till like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, which was kind of like a waste of a day.
That's bad time management, poor
You know?
planning.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
that's
like-
bad. I mean, downtime is cancerous.
But
on the set.
the reason why I mentioned it is because being around a lot of these people, I hear similar stories often, and it's like kind of turns you off from that. It's like, especially when you're doing it for free. I don't have 8 hours to sit there.
And that's what it is. I mean, as much as we love acting, we're giving up our Saturdays just as well as you are. We're giving up our Saturdays. It's a time away from the family to do because we love it. We're not doing it for the money because there's no money to be made.
But
you know,
take appreciation to that about
absolutely.
people's time.
Yeah.
So that's good.
There's a key factor.
Free up
in
his
that.
time for me.
Because what I do is I scout where I want to shoot. Like we shot the scene on a dead-end street. I scouted that area. I said, there's a perfect dead-end street. There'll be no traffic.
that was awesome too.
Right.
That was such a
I
good,
look,
you know.
and then when everyone comes, in my mind, I did my blocking, everything I needed to do, and who's going to stand where. So it's over and done with. A lot of these independent filmmakers, they're guerrilla shoots. They get there, they have no idea how they're playing the shot. They don't know who's going to stand where, how the camera's going to flow, because these are all one-camera shoots.
Yeah.
I shoot with multiple cameras sometimes for the dialogue and wrap it up.
Right.
You know, I want to get home before the sun goes down.
Yeah.
You know, and the camera work in that too. I mean, there was some, you know, where we would collect, you know, they were collecting samples and stuff, and it was just like everything was just like perfect. There was a drone shot which was just ass kicking. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would think it was shot on like a 4K Red Max or something. I mean, tell me what you shot it on.
4K
Red Max. I'm excited, bro.
Look at you.
I'm excited about
They're
it.
turning him into the behind-the-scenes guy.
No, I'm excited about it. Tell me what you shot on.
On my iPhone.
Yeah.
And when you see this, you wouldn't even know it was shot on an iPhone, bro.
The 13 Max Pro.
Yes, and that's what I shoot it on.
Yeah. There's a testament to me.
There's no downtime with that.
I swear by this phone. I get phones based on the camera and the video, especially for what I do.
Especially with social media, absolutely.
So now that when you have this phone and you put it on cinematic, you get no better shot than a regular camera. This phone is
and the great thing is that the battery lasts forever.
Forever.
You know,
and you get that supercharger. It takes you 30 minutes fully charged.
Exactly. And I can, you know, there's battery packs are solar powered. I stick it on there, shoot all day.
All day. Yeah, I love this phone.
You know, and the other thing too with him too is like, you know, I've been on sets where you got some rinky-dink props. I mean, we had real hardcore FBI shields and I mean, just everything, man. It's just, it's you know, it's a low budget, but it don't look low budget.
Well, that's the thing. What movie did they make that like went off the charts? Not Blair Witch. It was a movie made off of one camera in the woods. A bunch of kids made it.
Well, that was Blair Witch. That was Blair Witch. Absolutely.
Blair Witch. Low budget. Talk about low budget. That was an independent.
That turned into like we talked a cult classic.
A cult classic. People follow that.
And you think? Have you ever seen the movie Clerks?
Yes.
We talked about that. That was shot low budget.
So it can be low budget, but as long as you don't make it look low budget. That's the key. Because for me, sitting there watching, I tell Frank that's why he likes to ask me. Like he presents something, I couldn't watch more than 5 minutes. There's other things that now it's shot properly. The props are proper, and now I can watch it. I can watch it like damn.
It's all about the detail in your shot. You know, that's what it is. If you're lacking props, then the actor has to make up for it to make the scene more believable.
Right, so he can kind of give it an
They
idea,
got to improvise,
tell a story.
Exactly.
Even the dialogue has got to be believable, and you gotta kind of say what the character would say. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're playing a certain character, you can't go off and try talking all proper English and stuff. It's not. No one's gonna buy it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No one's
and
buying it.
That's the thing right now. I like movies, but I get frustrated watching movies. And I go back. One of my favorite movies is Natural Born Killers. When I had my knee surgery, I was laid up in bed. I couldn't walk for weeks. I watched this movie probably about 25 times, 6 in a row one time. From day to night, I watched the same movie. Someone gave me that video a couple years ago as a gift because they know it was my favorite movie. I put this thing in. I cannot watch it. It was terribly made. But back then, I didn't really know what that's kind of the norm. But now I can't watch it.
Well, it's a crazy movie to watch.
No, it's not because you got to find something that hooks you in. So my thing was counting how many people actually got killed.
Like I said, it's a crazy movie to watch.
Well, I guess
He's
that's crazy
bodies.
to some.
That's crazy.
I guess that's crazy to some.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mickey and Mallory went and did their thing, and that was my thing. Every time I watched, I got a different number. But it kept going up.
Right.
Until that last scene, man, that's when you lose it. I lose it at the last scene. Yeah. But that was horrible.
You think?
Horrible.
But people follow that movie. People still love that movie.
I did until I watched it again. If I would have left it back in 95.
But that's a lot of movies.
Yeah, it ruined it for me.
There's a lot of movies like that.
Me. So if you have a favorite movie from back in the day, do not watch it again. It's going to break your heart, unless you're watching it on that broken down TV you got in the basement still.
The square one.
Yeah. That's
you got to actually get up and turn it.
With the vice grips, you got to change the channel with.
My son's like, "Did you have remote controls when you were a kid?" I said, "Yeah." My father would throw some at me and say, "Asshole, change the channel."
Yeah.
I was the remote control.
Yeah. The first remote controls came with a wire, right? They weren't even.
And then I'd be behind the TV holding the thing with the tinfoil. My old man would be like, "Move over to the left, go to the right." All right, don't move.
Yeah.
I'm like, what am I, the Statue of Liberty here? You know, like
it's absolutely crazy. So what else do you got going on? I know you're almost done. You say you got about another 15 minutes to go, and this is going to take you a few months.
No, well, we're pretty much. I'm going to wrap it up in a couple of weeks.
Where are you looking? What platform are you looking to release this, and how?
No, it's a short.
Okay.
So I'm going to put it just on the web.
Just on the web.
Yeah, it's a short. But now that I got the talent of people that are on board, I'm going to do a feature film. That's why I'm making it longer.
Yeah.
But now we're going to do something bigger.
Yeah.
For the silver screen.
And here comes the announcement. As you know, I've been kind of toiling with something I had for the last year. So we actually had a meeting last week. We sat down for about an hour and a half, and he and I are going to make my vision come to life.
Finally.
That's
an applause. Yay.
So
finally.
We talked a little bit, and he has my vision. He knows exactly what I'm looking to do.
Yeah.
Which is good. And then we actually are writing you, my friend, apart. You're going to talk about broadening your horizon? Yeah, you.
Me?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yo.
So you're going to be
you can't have a movie without a character.
Right. So you're
Sister Eleanor, you said all my antics would never pay off? I bet you're flipping in your grave.
We're gonna bust your acting cherry, buddy.
Thank you, man, because the opportunity I had last time fell through. And I don't want to go back to that route. So thank you, man. What can you do? I get to know anything?
We'll let you know as we're going along. He's got some stuff written so
go.
far. We're gonna we're looking maybe like
I gotta add an A in here somewhere now.
February.
CGYS A actor.
Sometime maybe February, right?
February, March. We're looking
to start casting. We're gonna do, we'll do an announcement. We're gonna post exactly what we're looking for. Some people we have already in it. We already know who. I don't know if you want to mention any names right now, but it's up to you. I don't know.
You can mention them, yeah.
Well, we're looking at Dino Castelli, who played Lester Vaughn in the serial. I mean, the guy's amazing. Talking about Barbara McGivney, right?
Yes.
Our buddy Courtney.
Oh, yeah.
Very talented people.
Very talented people right there. And we're going to have a lot of parts. There's a few other people that we're going to be looking at. We're going to have auditions. And we're looking to make he told me his desire to make a full feature. And
that's awesome.
We got the story. He likes my story. And he's really running with it. And, I mean, you got some stuff.
Yeah, the story is different and original.
Yeah.
I want to write a film that, write something that's never been made before.
Right.
That's exactly what we're doing.
That's what's going on here.
And I understand that, and I like that. And it's hard to find things that haven't been done. That's one of the things that Danny and I were just talking about. This little new magic rap thing hasn't been done.
Right.
And so we're going to try to build on this. And, Frank and I talked months ago, even at the beginning of the show. He's like, I have the idea. He was at a point where, he needed help, and I'm glad he got you with the same vision.
No, that's the most important thing. Like I told him, I'm not a writer.
Right.
I don't know how to put it down on paper.
Right.
Once you see Lester Vaughn, you're gonna be like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Like he knows. He knows exactly what I'm thinking. And
how to do that. Sometimes, like, you get an idea, and you kind of can see what he's thinking, where it should be, and now, like him, now let's give it a different turn.
Yeah, you got to experiment.
Yeah,
it's right now. It's. I'm in the writing process. I've got characters with some dialogue, and I don't know anyone's mannerisms.
So you can
to
fit
write.
them to
That's like you can't write for Christopher Walken.
Right.
You write. You have an idea. Let him do his thing. But the people that he interacts with, he'll just take the whole show. And how much of him you're going to see in the movie. There are other people that they're great. They remember their lines, but there's no acting.
But they're just reading the lines.
They're just reading lines, staring off into space, and they're so insecure. You get those actors and actresses where they say their lines, and the first thing they do when they're done with their lines is look in the camera. Like, is that okay?
Is that okay? Yeah, they blow the shot.
They blow the shot.
Yeah.
And they can go through it like, wow, they did really, really good. You know, some people are just natural, like, well, these are your lines. I expect them to fumble, pick it up where they left off, but it's great that you remembered your line. But this time, hey, while you're telling your lines, move around, go through the desk drawer, talk, be natural.
Yeah.
You know, make some movement.
Yeah.
So it's a real conversation, and people forget that it's fake, it's staged.
Right.
But when you just say your lines like a robot, it looks so staged, it doesn't work.
And that's what I asked him too. I said, all right, so when I'm saying my lines to Courtney and Barbara, I said, do you want me to like be a fucking asshole? He's like, yeah, be a fucking asshole.
That wasn't hard, was it?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a hard thing, you know.
He was a
If I had to play a priest, that'd be different.
I'd give him an award right now because he wins that every fucking day. See?
Yeah, so once I got his vision, I took it and I ran with it. I already started investing in equipment that I know
he's
that I'm
already
gonna
buying
use.
props, and you know we're already talking. And I'm going to reach out to you because we really want a budget. There's a name out there that we're looking to get, celebrity name.
You need one to help.
We would like to do some sort of fundraiser to kind of to get us so we can have a budget, so we can have locations and maybe bring in a really big name. We've been kicking around a name together that we really think would fit the part perfect for what we want. So, but it's going to take.
Yeah, everything.
It's going to take money.
Well,
so.
don't worry about it, boy. Your boy's about to
No.
blow up.
I'm saying, and we got it.
so.
You know,
I
we got it.
and you know, man. I tell him from the beginning. I talked to my brother in California. I said, "Yo, you're always part of the team. I just wait till I can get there. Wait till I can get there." And we're close. We're close. So damn close.
But we
So
got
close.
locations in mind. We got
Yes.
we know exactly what we want to do. We're going to base it kind of in. We're going to try to shoot out here as much. It's going to be based like New York City, Brooklyn type deal. It's got a lot of little twists and turns where if you think it's going this way, but just went that way.
And that's good. As a guy who, when I watch movies, I'm the guy who watches movies. I cannot tell you an actor's name. I can't tell you the name of the movie. I can't tell you anything about it, but I can tell you all about the movie. And I pay attention to what's in it. When I see something that's not right, I see that immediately. I see it immediately.
Where it's not believable.
Oh yeah, and it throws it off.
Right, that
Even
just
some of
angers
these
me.
big things.
Well, you know, the reason why you watch movies is to be entertained.
Yeah, and I watch a certain type. Like I watch the police movies, the drama. I like to try to use your brain when you watch. I just don't want to watch
Right.
action. Even action, you try to follow, the storyline. So at the beginning, I was just telling my friend the other day, if they make you think in the first 5 minutes that that's who did it, that's not who did it.
Right.
They're setting you up, but there's a clue in that scene.
Right. But even if you know who did it, it should still be entertaining.
It is, but then you're figuring out how they do it. Or
How they did it, how they got away with it.
Yeah,
Where they hide.
see, I love that.
A lot of
I like
cliches.
that.
And that's
I
what
get
we're
it.
not going to do. You're going to
Right.
think it's one way, and
Yeah.
then you go, holy shit.
Yeah.
And then when you think you know this, no, it's actually
That's
wrong.
what I like because
That's
now
the way we're doing it
you're
until
like,
the end, and then
son of a bitch.
the end is just going to
Yep.
blow your mind.
Yeah.
And that's what and that's like I have that vision, and he had the same vision. So I said, this is
Yeah,
it. This is
gonna
we got
work.
to make this
and
collab.
lately, I've been watching a lot of movies, a lot of local filmmakers, and even movies 10 years ago. I want to see what works, what doesn't
What
work.
doesn't work?
And I realized that, trying to make a film for a very long time, I looked at other filmmakers, I guess I'm gonna say in my league, and wow, man, some of these guys really put up bad stuff. I don't want to badmouth anybody,
No,
but
they put-
it's not. It's just okay. I know what not to do.
Yeah, it's like in sports, the kid who gets all the best equipment, but he's the worst player on the team.
Right. That's just what it is, and I've learned it's not so much the equipment; it's your audio. People cannot forgive audio. Soft shot, blurry, shaky camera, but your audio has to be key.
And even effects too. You don't want to, bang, and then all of a sudden there's the flash 5 seconds after the gun goes off. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
bad stuff, and
Yeah.
most guns don't have muzzle flash.
Oh,
You know?
come on, man. It's like when you use the defibrillator, your body doesn't really jolt like that.
Right. Not all the time.
That's just, you're right.
They arches.
One out of 10 times you'll actually
Right.
get
You're
it.
not
They're
jumping off the
they're
table.
bouncing
Right.
off the ceiling.
That's
like
just
they were
for us.
possessed. Yeah.
That's just for us to see. But
Yeah.
you being in the service, volunteer as well as that's how we know. But yeah, most people don't even realize that they think because of TV.
Well-
if they go to the hospital and they see someone come with the power, that's what's going to happen.
Right. Well, that's just it because even like just like writing a script and directors, they need to understand that. Write what you know, and if you don't know, explore it. Ask or
Research
watch
it,
something.
right.
Research it. Watch video of someone being defibrillated. If not, it's all garbage. It's not believable, and then you laughed at it. Just turn the channel, so to speak.
Well,
Yeah,
There's
but we're
a lot of
excited
that.
about this project. We're going to have
I'm
a
excited.
red carpet event, and we're really, we're definitely, we're not going to rush this. We really want to we want to do it
yeah,
right.
take your time, do it right, but don't take 5 years.
No, we'll
We
have
have
this.
people that we know that
Well, again, a lot of people are volunteering their time, so it works on other people's schedule.
Yeah, it's still.
And I've learned that, when you got 3 people on the scene, there's dialogue for 3 people, it just takes one person where the whole thing's canceled. Those people are just full of it. You get that phone call. Tom, listen, my best friend's cousin, girlfriend, their dog peed on the carpet and I got to go help.
Yeah.
Well,
No, I get it.
They're
Yeah.
just full of it. They don't want. They
The pet
talk
ant-
about
the
being
pet
an
ant
actor.
the pet ant ran away and we have to all look for it.
Exactly. It's
I
ridiculous.
can write a book on
All the
excuses.
work's excuses. And some people call me up, hey, I can't make it because I'm sick. I got COVID. I get it, man. No worries. We do have to cancel. I understand. But then I shoot without that person. You think they'd call me the next day and say, hey, man, how'd the shoot go? When's the next one? Nothing. I just drop you.
Because you're not into it.
They're not into it.
You need people that are
But you
into
bother me. You say, hey, I want to be part of this.
Yeah, they want to be
You blew
part.
my phone up. You went to acting school. And I had a guy who called me up. He came up to me and goes, listen, man, I see that you're doing a film. I want to be in it. I'm like, can you act? Oh, absolutely, man. I was in the movie The Irishman. I go, you what? He goes, yeah. And I looked him up. He was in the background playing a butcher. And there he was, okay. So he's got some experience. He's got passion. Not that he's an actor, he was an extra, but he's got to start somewhere, right?
Right.
So he calls me, got the script? I go, yeah. I said, we're going to meet at this restaurant in Northport early in the morning, and we're going to shoot. Here's your lines. So he shows up, he's bragging, he's been in this movie, been in that movie, and we're setting up the lights. I got my camera, the follow focus, we got the batteries everywhere, lighting's going up, and then he goes, so who am I in the script? I go, you're Joe. Oh, I thought it was Beverly. Beverly's a girl. Well, I got a guy friend who's Beverly. I was confused. Okay, so Mama, you didn't read the script.
Wow.
So he's sitting down. I says, we're going to start in a few minutes. He goes, hold on, I got to go to the bathroom.
Never came back.
We're waiting and waiting.
Never
I go to
came
the
back.
front. I go,
Right
where'd
out
the
the
kid
window.
go? Oh, he left.
That was real. It got real.
I'm whoop your ass, Carl.
No, it's scary. Listen, I told him when we were on the way here, I said, I don't know if you know, I was nervous as fuck the day I shot that big, I had a lot of lines, that big scene for me. He's like, why? I said, because I really wanted to do a good job because I really love the project, and I usually don't get nervous.
He knocked it out of the park.
I know my lines, and then I just kind of run it out, but I was nervous because I really believe
That's something
in this film,
I've learned a lot recently is doing these shows and all these performances. If you don't get nervous, then you're not in it. You're not in it.
Right.
Because you're nervous because you want to deliver the
Absolutely,
best that you can.
absolutely.
So not being nervous means you don't care what you're about to do. So being nervous is good because I could tell you every time before I go do something, I'm nervous as hell till about 10 minutes before. And then it's like, what am I going to do? Then I don't know what I'm going to do. So
yeah, but once it was on, I was fine,
Yeah,
So
once
we only did a couple of takes, right?
Right.
Yeah,
2 or 3
so
takes, and
all
that was
went
it.
down
And that
with
was just for like continuity.
Yeah,
and,
no,
you
it's
know.
like, and you can look on the phone. I saw my footage. I go, this works. This
said
works.
badass
I
drone
cannot wait.
shots,
I
it's just-
can't wait to start editing it, and it just works out all the time. And as time goes on, I say, wow, this person can really act. You know, I'm going to add those lines back in from my original script.
Well, this seems to be a common thing with Frank. Like when he started out in his first acting role, you know, he was supposed to die. They're supposed to kill him off, and these guys like, whoa, this guy can act. Let's write him in.
Movie?
Let's write him in more.
I saw his first movie. He's the only one that could act.
This is what I said. But how long did you get? You watch the whole thing?
I watched the whole thing
Man,
twice.
you were dedicated. You were looking for something specific. You were trying to read his tattoos.
You couldn't see my tattoos.
No, you had a
I
jacket
had my
on.
tattoos all covered. I didn't have the hand tattoo at the time either. So.
Yeah, no, that was bad.
No, I was just, like, you know, watching other filmmakers, their technique.
You're trying to see what they do.
What works for them, what doesn't work, and, you know.
I recently did that in comedy for the last two weeks. I've gone back to 1980 watching stand-up comedians, seeing what really worked, what really got the crowd. Is that me? Is that not me? Because I don't want to go outside of me.
Right.
I always want to be myself, but I want to put on the best 8 minutes, whatever they give me. It's my goal to make somebody piss their pants. So when you go at something with a goal, you know, probably will never do it, but I'm going to come close and have fun.
Now, how does that 8 minutes feel being up there, man? It must feel. I mean, because if you're
feel
killing it, it goes
forever.
fast. But if you're tanking, that it's got to be the longest.
Well, let's just say I haven't had that
No,
experience.
thank God, but I'm
so
just
I
saying
got-
that's what, you know, like I give stand-up comedians a lot of credit because when we're doing a film shoot, if we fuck up, it's like, all right, cut, and we get to do it over again.
Right.
You know,
Comedians can't.
You know?
But
that's why I have a lot of
one
respect
the,
for comedians.
One of the most stressful parts for me is, like, I don't have a predetermined set. I have about 12 jokes that I have, or stories. I don't tell jokes, I tell stories. I have about 12 stories, and then when I get to the venue, I kind of feel it out and see, and then once the show gets started, I'll set up my jokes. Now I have only 20 minutes to remember what I just set up.
Right.
And it's like, but once it starts, it just goes, man. Every time it just goes.
Yeah, you get locked in like me. As soon as he yells,
addicting.
you know,
It's addicting.
start, I'm locked in.
Yeah.
I'm locked in.
Yeah.
You know,
And,
and I'm that character.
I watched the video when you do the same. You critique yourself very hard, and I do the same thing. When I do something on stage, as soon as I get off, whoever had my phone or whatever, I'm watching.
No, you're right to do the same
I'm
shit.
watching.
Shit, I should have did
Like
this different.
when we
right.
do this show, I've watched half of it before I get home.
Yeah, we
already.
do the same thing. Usually we're on the phone with each
Yeah,
other.
that's just the way I am. But that's how you get better at what you're doing.
Absolutely.
And that's what I do.
You
But
become more seasoned.
Once the lights come on.
But comedy is hard because, I mean, look at all your famous comedians, or any comedian, they're only really, really funny when they talk about things that everyone can identify
Right.
with.
And that's how I write every one of
Yeah.
my things. It's relatable.
Right.
When I talk about a new one I just wrote that I'm going to do tomorrow, at some point, and whether it's a child or someone, they said, which is your favorite child? And the standard answer is, I love them all equally.
Right.
Bullshit. Right?
Well,
Nobody says
I
it out
know.
loud.
Right,
Nobody
right.
says.
Well-
There's one you want to throat punch every now and then.
Absolutely.
So, okay.
Like my family.
See?
Yeah. Like my nephew. He does great, plays football, gets a touchdown. That's my nephew.
Right.
But there were some days, that's my brother's kid.
Yeah. Well, I have the same thing. I have my two girls, and sometimes I wear my girls. Other times, where's your daughter?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. So and I tell them and then you have a new mother who just had her first kid and having the second kid, and she's like, is it really like that? And someone will say, no, it's not like that. You love them all. And I'm going to say, that's bullshit. It's like, and I equate it to the stock market and astrology because it fluctuates.
Right.
And it depends on the stars on which one you throat punching that night. So yes, you can love one more than the other, and you can throat punch the other one right across the fucking room.
Yeah.
I think that's our show.
Way to end it.
Way to end it. William, thank you very much.
Yeah, some kid's getting their ass whipped tonight.
Thank you very much. No, this is I'm glad. I'm really glad I got that reaction from you guys. I told somebody bassist yesterday when I took my girls roller skating because I haven't done that joke yet, and I just wrote it yesterday as I was on the way to pick up my daughters.
Right.
Yeah, inspiration. But all of my material is based off of real something that we
That's the
can
only way
all-
it works.
And
when
that's the
people
funniest
can
stuff.
identify with it.
Right,
You know,
absolutely.
Bill Cosby did it for years, and Bill Cosby doing his stand-up, he did a TV show. You know, but like
Yeah,
a lot
he
of
was the only one that could really do an hour album. The album back then, sitting down.
But now, like these days, like a lot of comedians take their on stage and try to make a movie out of it. It doesn't work.
No.
It doesn't.
No,
You know,
it's separate.
It doesn't
and
work.
this is where I'm so, because of you guys, I am so far ahead of the game where I'm at because I listen, I watch, and I learn. And I'm not telling you guys anymore. We got to get out of here. This is Andrew Washington.
Frank Carrera.
And our guest,
Tom Robinson.
Thank you very much.
Stay tuned. We'll be back when we finish off Lester Vaughn, and we'll show you guys what we got going on.
We'll see you next week when I have some family members on. Gina, yeah, Kassan is her name. Harrison was her given name. My Uncle George, my God, you know how much I love that dude. His daughter, her husband's got this new thing they're coming out with. It's lemonade made out of sea moss. It's perfectly good for you. There's no biodegradables in there. It's something that we've never heard of. We found a different way to do something.
All right.
Like you were talking about your movie, find a different way to do
Well,
something.
that's just it, because these movies don't work out. They don't work as lemonade
Yeah,
stand.
they're sending some to us so that next Monday we could have some on set while we're talking about. If it's nasty, you're going to know. I'm just telling you that now. If it's nasty, you're going to know. This is Andrew Washington.
Hey, before we wrap up, we want to wish our friend Sydney Ford the best of luck in
Sydney,
Vegas.
yes. I almost forgot. Sydney, good luck. She's going for Miss An America contest. She is currently Miss South Carolina.
Wow.
I tried to get her and some of her friends on tonight. Instead, we got you. But, you know,
sorry.
Whatever.
Good luck, Sydney. Like I said, after you get back, we got New York bagels coming your way, I promise.
You got it. That's our show for tonight.
Have a good night, guys. God bless.